Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another new pen, and again it's another white box. But if I show you the box here, this is a Pelikan M1000 Sunlight, and you can see the number there. Now if I open this box, all Pelikan Radens come in a plethora of different boxes. So here's the first box inside the other box, and then we have yet again another Pelikan M1000 Starlight. So let me unbox this box, and yes, it is like a Russian doll set. And then you have this lovely gold textured box. So if I lift the lid on here, yes, you have another box. So this is, if I just zoom out a little bit, you'll see here a lovely box. So first off, you get this Pelikan M1000 Sunlight, and this shows the pen in all of its glory, and then just details about the pen there a little bit. You also get a certificate of authenticity as well, and this comes in English and Japanese. So I'll put those to one side, and then I'll remove this box from that box, and you can see here, so this is the Pelikan M1000 Raden Sunlight, and this comes in a traditional Japanese gift box which is made of Polwina wood. And if I lift the lid up, you will see the lovely pen. So let me remove it from its wrapper and put it back in its bed for the moment. You can see there, this is the Pelikan M1000 Raden Sunlight. So the Raden collection belong to the most coveted pens in the Pelikan pen series today. Raden is a traditional Japanese decorative craft used for lacquerware and woodwork. The M1000 Starlight is made with particles from abalone shell, which originates in the Japanese Sea. The abalone shell is placed on the ground and flattened with a stone into very, very thin sheets. These are cut into narrow strips and then affixed in varying patterns around the cap and the barrel of the M1000. Afterwards, the fountain pen is once again coated with lacquer, and then the surface is polished. With the Maki-e technique, the artist individually signs and numbers each fountain pen, and you can see that there on the barrel of the pen. So all of these Pelikan Radens come with an 18 karat gold medium nib. They don't actually come with a fine or a broad nib. And this one was released in autumn of 2013 and is a limited edition run of only 300 pens. Now, you might be fooled into thinking that I've already reviewed this pen. Well, that would be your opinion. However, what you will see here is its sibling, or sister, or brother. This was the pen that I reviewed in December 2019, and this was my Christmas pen. And you can see there, it has the same Raden effect, but with gold dust on. This one is just pure Raden. And I decided that I had been looking for these pens for a number of years. And this pen and the previous pen was pens that it's been about 2 years now that I've been lusting after these pens, and they are pretty much long sold out around the world. There are a couple of retailers that have these pens, and they are ridiculous prices. So I wasn't going to pay that sort of price, and to be honest, the price that I paid for this pen was a very expensive price. It wasn't really in the reach of probably what most people would pay for a pen. Unless you are a collector, unless you like these Raden style pens, in which case you probably will. As always, I am a writer and also a collector, but I write with my pen. So this pen I am going to be writing with a lot, and I'm not going to just have it as a collection piece in my collection and never write with it, because I always feel that that is something silly. I know there are collectors out there that equally feel that it's a sacrilege to write with a pen. I feel it's a sacrilege to actually not write with a pen. So this pen is going to be written with, and it's going to be added to my daily rotation in my collection. But this is a really, really stunning pen, and it's a pen that I've been looking for a couple of months. Now, the story has it on this pen is that I was looking for really these Raden pens, and I came across this pen and I decided to purchase it from the private collector, and he also had this pen. So very soon after, about a month after, he still hadn't sold this version of the pen, so I decided that I would buy this pen from him. And I'm really glad that I did, because I do think these two pens come in a pair. That they do look nice together. So, and they are siblings. So there may be a few more in this range that I would like to collect, but you can see here this material really is absolutely stunning, and I'm just so glad I was able to pick this up. So this is officially my birthday pen, and although technically I bought it in 2019, this is my birthday pen for February 2020. And this was very, very difficult, because I had to put this away for several months and not write with it, not look at it, because I knew if I kept getting out of its box, then I would eventually write with it, and it would detract from it being a present pen. So for me, I did put it away, and I'm so glad I did, because I can now actually start writing with it. So I think let's have a look at the nib. As I mentioned, that these Pelikan pens, come with M1000 medium nib. So these do not come with a nib that is in an extra fine or broad. But you can see here in the size of my hand, this Pelikan is actually a really nice size. You can post this pen, although because of the Raden, I'd rather not. So I'm just posting it very, very lightly there. But for me, this is a really good size pen. It comes with a piston, and it will hold around about 1 to 1.5 milliliters of ink. And the nib will also unscrew as well. So for me, this is just a really stunning pen. I'm glad that I was able to add it to my collection. And along with my previous pen, I will blame my good friend Tony, because he was the one that pointed me in the direction of this seller. So thank you, Tony, for spending my money for me. But no, I'm actually really glad that I have picked this up, and I have since enabled him for a few more pens, so I've got my own back on him. But this is just an amazing pen, so I'm really glad that, like with the Starlight, this is the Sunlight, I was able to add it to my collection. So I think what we'll do is I'll put the lid back on, and we'll do a size check, a weight check, a pen comparison, and then a writing sample. So in terms of length, we are looking at around 145 millimeters in length. We are looking at around 70 millimeters for the cap. And if I unscrew the cap and we'll measure the length of the pen, we are looking around about 134 millimeters from the tip of the tines. So that for me is a nice oversized pen, and it just feels right in the hand. But as you can see there, that Raden is absolutely stunning. So the weight we are looking at for the pen uninked is just under 35 grams. For the weight of the cap, we are looking at just under 11 grams. and then the weight of the pen uninked, we are looking at just over 21.5 grams. So add about a milliliter of ink, that'd be 22.5 grams. So for me, that is actually a good weight to the pen, but you can see here that material is lovely. If you like Raden, then this is a beautiful, stunning pen. So I think let's go and do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have the Classic Pens LM1 in the Flame Red. We have a Classic Pens LB5 in the Kawasaki or Metal Ore, and this is a Sailor King pen, and it's made by Sailor for classic pens. We have a Sailor King of Pens Sakura Nagar. We have a Visconti Luxor Obelisk, and this is another Maki-e pen. We have a Pelikan M1000 Raden Starlight. We have the Pelikan M1000 Raden Sunlight. We have a Visconti Camelot, a Visconti Medici Il Magnifico. We have a Visconti Last Templar Edition Jacques de Molay. And we have a Danny Trio Bamboo Story in the Akatamanuri finish. So, let's do a writing sample. This is the Pelikan M1000 Raden, and it's the Sunlight, and it is a medium 18 karat gold nib, and the ink in here is just Lamy Blue. I'm not too sure what I'm going to ink this up with, so I just put Lamy Blue in here for the time being. Now, in terms of the ink test, you'll see here it is quite a wet pen, and these Pelikan M1000s typically are. So for me, this is a beautifully wet pen. These nibs do actually flex quite well, as you can see here in some of the writing here, like the M for medium, and for me that really is a lovely bouncy nib. It's not a flex nib, it's a bouncy nib, and for me that is something that I like about nibs, because it's the bounce of the writing experience. So I'm really glad that I was able to add this pen to my collection, and this is a birthday pen for 2020. So again, I'm also glad that I was able to secure this pen a couple of months early actually for my birthday, but I did put it away, and I've only just got it out now, so I thought I would do a review of it. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.